Hello, good morning and welcome to Craft with Bella Jane, and this morning I'm going to introduce you to a project which I've been working on locally. It's called I can't speak. Welcome to your Learn to Crochet kit, and I have been giving lessons locally where I live, and I thought I'd bring this to you as a how-to video which will run alongside my lessons, and also as a standalone kit which you can purchase directly from me. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the kit and I'm going to make a granny square. So we'll open it up. I haven't sealed it, just use a paper clip so as not to waste a bag. And just check that we are actually recording. It says record there, but nothing's moving. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we'll open it up. So inside you will have a crochet hook 4mm. Now the ones you will get will be in a packet, and they'll have this lovely ergonomically designed handle which is nice and soft in your hand. You will get a sewing needle. There we are, nice big eye on that. And you will get a place marker pin. Doesn't matter what size these are, you might get one that size, you might get one slightly bigger, and that's what you'll get in the kit. You'll get 4 balls of yarn, different colours, and there you will get a minimum of 120 meters of yarn. Some of the balls will be bigger than others, but plenty to make some little squares. So that's those. And then you will get your instruction leaflet, and there it is. We'll open that out, and it says Craft with Bella Jane, welcome to your Learn to Crochet kit. Your kit contains everything you need to make a granny square. And then it tells you about me and a few pieces of information there. And then it says the contents of your kit: 1 Knit Pro Waves ergonomic 4mm crochet hook, 4 colours of 100% acrylic double knit yarn, 120 meters plus, 1 place marker pin, 1 yarn needle for sewing in your ends, and these detailed instructions. And you can also link to my YouTube channel, which is where you are now, for this how-to video. So let's get started. And then there's a few more bits and pieces there about crochet being a life skill, and then a bit of information about the granny square, and then your abbreviations: chain stitch, chain space, double crochet, slip stitch and cluster, which is all the stitches or stitch abbreviations we'll be using. So round 1, I'm using colour A, make a slip knot. So it's up to you which colour you decide to use as colour A. I think I'll start with red, and you'll find the end of the yarn tucked in somewhere at the top. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we make a slip knot. Now there's various ways to make a slip knot. I just make it around my finger like that, and you can make it different ways. Okay, so we'll just check I've got the right size, 4mm needle, and off we go. So we've made a slip stitch, and then we need to chain 4. So I'm not going to teach you how to do these things today. I'm presuming you've got a few basic skills. If you need to learn how to make the chain and how to make the double crochet, then you can look on my other videos. Or I might just extend this into you know, I could just slowly show you how to do these things. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, I can't see, 1, 2, 3, 4, there we are, 4 chain. Insert your chain into the first, insert your hook into the first chain on the stitch. I can't speak today, let alone read. Insert your hook into the first chain stitch, slip stitch to join, and chain into the foundation circle. Slip stitch to join the chain stitches into a foundation circle. Okay, so I think we've got that one, and then 1, 2, 3, and we need 4. There we are, I undid it, didn't I? And then this is going into the last chain stitch, the 4th from the hook, and then we just slip stitch that, and then we have a foundation circle, which is there. Okay, foundation circle. And we're going to work into this hole in the centre. Okay, like that. There it is. Okay, working into the foundation circle, make your first 4 clusters as follows. So cluster 1, chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet stitch of the first cluster, and we are actually using US terms, and if we were using UK terms this would be classed as a treble, but when I learnt to crochet I must have learnt the American terms. So here we are. So chain 3, one, 2, 3, and then double crochet into the foundation circle. So 1, and then another one, and that's the first cluster. Okay, so you can see 1 chain and 2 double crochets. So we've done the first cluster. So into the foundation circle, work the 2 double crochets, and you should now have what looks like 3 double crochet next to each other. Chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then cluster 2. Into the foundation circle, work 3 double crochets and chain 3. So 1. Ooh, apologise if you can hear the wind. It's got quite windy today. So 1, and while we go, we're going to keep hold of this tail and just wrap it under there and crochet over the top of it. 2. 3 double crochets. And that is your second cluster. You can move that around a bit. So cluster 3, into the foundation circle, work 3 double crochet, chain 3. So we do the same again. So we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then yarn over into the foundation circle. We're going to work 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm still working over this little tail as I go. So now we have 1, 2, 3 double, 3 clusters, and we've got corners as well. So it's starting to look like a square, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we do the Cluster 4 into the foundation circle, work 3 double crochets and chain 3. So still working over my tail, one double crochet, two double crochet, three double crochet, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're starting to look like a square, aren't we? Look at that. That's looking good. And now we've got 4 clusters. So you should now have 4 clusters separated by chain 3 spaces at the corners and the last chain 3 space at the end. To join the round and create the square shape, slip stitch into the top of the first chain 3, and this completes the first round. So if we look at the first cluster, which is there, we see that was a chain 3, and we want to slip stitch excuse me, I'm just recovering from a nasty bout of flu and I've still got a bit of a catarrh in my voice. So we slip stitch into there, so up, pick up a loop and pull through, and there we are. And that completes your first round. And there it is, square. Don't know if it looks a bit cockeyed to me, but there we are. And there's my chain space there. There's my chain space there. And it's just that starting one that's looking a bit cronky. I think I might have, there we are, what's that? There we are. It's just that first chain was a bit loose, I think, which is looking a bit odd. Anyway, let's pull the centre in, and that's that. So yeah, I think my chain there was a bit loose, and that's why it's looking a bit odd just there, but I'm sure we'll get past that. So there we are. Let's see what it says to do next. So it doesn't say, so this is where I need to just make a few notes, because I haven't actually used the pattern myself yet. I wrote it and then you never know until you use it. So slip stitch into the top of the first chain. This completes the first round. So fasten off and stitch in your ends. Okay, so we just need to snip this off, and then you can either do that or you could just pull it straight through. So there's that. That's my square. Now I'm going to fasten these ends off now, just to show you what to do. Sorry about my phone. So we just pop that into there, and then we're just going to make a little running stitch through here. Don't pull your square out of shape, that's the only thing, because you're going to be working over these, so that's okay, just to pull your wool through there. Okay, so I'm not doing a massive fasten off with this, but I just normally when I do when I fasten off I will go backwards and forwards, but just for showing you I'm just going to do it quickly like this. And then through here I tend to go through these centre stitches and through there. You're not going through to the front, you're just going through the back loop of these stitches and through there, and that'll do. But when I come to be doing a big blanket, I would take a loop and go back again, just for a bit of extra security there. So that's my first square. As I say, I've got a bit of a loose stitch there, but not to worry. It's not the best square I've ever made. I've actually got some more here. Just to show you. So that's one I did earlier, using a different type of yarn, but it's come out a bit smaller, as you can see. Anyway, there we are, that's a different one. So what would we like next? Would we like the green, or the white, or the beige? Beige doesn't go very well, so I think we'll go with the white, and picked out the wrong side here. There we are. So we'll just pop our needle back, because I'm always losing needles. So we need to make another slip stitch, and then we need to pick a corner. Now you tend not to pick the corner you finished on, which is that one, so we'll go into the next one. So you put your hook through, pick up your slip stitch, pull it through, and then hold on to your tail, and then we start round 2. Make a slip knot, insert the hook into the corner space, yarn over, chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and this counts as the first double crochet into the same space. Do 2 double crochets, so 1, 2, and 3. There's my first cluster, and once again I'm going over my tail end. Chain 3 and double crochet into the same space, so 1, 2, 3, pull that round, and then double crochet going over your tail, 1, dear me, and then another 2 double crochets, so 2, and 3. And there's the next corner. So chain 3, 3 double crochets into the same space, and then chain 1, and that's your what they call on the crochet crowd, that's your runway. So it's chain 1 along your runway, and then in the next corner space, which is here, we're going to 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 1. So let's start that. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 3, pull that round, and 3 double crochet again. 1, 2, 3. And chain 1. There we are. So we've got two corners now completed of our second round. So repeat in the next corner space. So we've chained 1, so we're going to make 3 double crochet in here. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then the same as we did last time, chain 3 and 3 more double crochet into that same corner space. So 1, 2, and 3, and then it tells you to chain 1, and as you can see we've hidden that loose stitch. Now we've tightened that corner up. That was the corner we started on, and then it says in the last corner space work 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, chain 1. So exactly as we've done before. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochet cluster again. So 1, 2, excuse me for coughing, 3, 1, 2 rather, 3, there we are, 3 double crochet and chain 1. Looking good. So in the last corner space we've done that. Join with a slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. So there's the beginning chain 3 again, there's the top, so we're just going to go into there, pull a loop and pull through, and there we are, we finished the second round. So we will, now you can just pull this through. I like to do a second knot, but there we are. So some people will just pull that through now, but I always like to give it a second knot. So there we are, like that. There we are. It's looking good, isn't it? So that bumpy bit that we had at the beginning, that's gone now. That's hidden away. And yeah, still a bit of a bumpy bit there. Yeah, so the next thing to do is to sew in your ends, and I always recommend doing this at the end of every round, because when you come to the end of a project, now if I go straight back into there, all I'll do is pull out this loop because I've hidden that behind there, so I need to go into the second one there, and all I'll do is go straight through all those, the back loops of all those stitches. And there it is, and you know, I might just go back again, so I'll miss a stitch and then back through again, and there it is, and that's all you do to hide your stitches. And if you're joining in the middle, when it gets much bigger and you're joining in the middle, you tend to do a bit more, go through a few more stitches just to make it a little bit more secure. So I'm just going to go back along here, and this will all get hidden in the next round. And just along here. And then I might just go back. So you have to, as I say, miss a stitch, otherwise you just pull it undone again. There we are. And then just snip that off. And there's our next one. So it says here, yeah, so join the slip stitch to the top of the beginning of chain 3, and then I should have put again sew in your ends. Okay, so this is the pattern which is repeated until your square is the size you want it to be. Chain 3 to join your clusters in the corners there. It's hard to see the white on the white. And chain 1 to join your clusters on the sides. So you've got a chain 1 there. You can change colour every round, and remember to alternate your starting corners, which is what I told you about before. So we'll need to start on a different corner this time. So let's, there's the photo of the small square, and there's the photo of this one. There you are. So round 3, change to colour C. So just put my needle back, so it's already creeping off the table there. So shall we go with that, or shall we go with that? We'll go with the green this time. So we'll make a slip knot. Now some people don't even make a slip knot at this stage, they just pull it through, pull through the, pull up a loop here. Some people just do that, there we are, and then they hide their thread. But it's easier if you're learning to just make a slip knot, because then you haven't got a loose piece of, you've got to keep hold of everything if if you've got this loose. So just as a learner, I suggest you just make a slip knot. There we are. Still recording. So we don't want that on the hook yet. We want to put the hook through and pick up our slip stitch. There we are. And then we hold on to our tail with those fingers, and then we're going to make a slip knot, insert the hook into one of the corner spaces, yarn over, chain 3. Okay, so yarn over, 1, 2, 3, and we always start with a chain 3 to get that height up. So that's your start of the round, and then you that counts as your first double crochet. So let's read what it says. Okay, yarn over, chain 3, this counts as the first double crochet. 2 double crochet into the same space, this is your first cluster, and then chain 3, 3 double crochet into the same space, chain 1. Okay, so 1, or rather that is your second one, and then your third one, and pull that round. Notice I'm going over that, I'm still going over that my loose thread there. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more double crochet into that corner space. So 1, it's harder to see with this darker colour, 2, and 3. Chain 1. Okay, So this is your first corner, but you've got another space this time because you're working along the sides, and the sides are getting bigger. So along the side, in each of the next chain spaces, work 3 double crochets, chain 1. So if you look at this picture, on the next page, you can see here we're at that stage. We've got the corner, and then we come down the side. So we've got the corner here. Some people start with a half corner. We've got the corner here, so we've done 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 1, 3 double crochet into that chain space, chain 1, and then do the next corner. Okay, so along the side, in each of the next chain spaces, work 3 double crochet, chain 1. In the next corner space, work 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 1. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So into the next chain space, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Okay, and now in the next corner, work 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and chain 1. Okay, so now we've got, let's get rid of that. Now we've got 2 corners, we've got a chain space in the side, and there's our second corner. So we're going to go round now and do the same again into the next chain space, which is here. So along the side again, in each of the next chain spaces, work 3 double crochet, chain 1. So into this next chain space, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and then into the corner, which is the third corner space, working our 3 double crochet, 1, 2, sorry about my phone, 3, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, pull that round, 3 double crochet again, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, along the side, in each of the next chain spaces, work 3 double crochet, 1 chain. Now I say in each of the next chain spaces because on the next round you'll have more than 1 chain space, and this is the last instruction because it's a repeat pattern, isn't it? So 1, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then in the last corner space work 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, chain 1. So let's go for it. The last corner space, and so 1, 2, 3, just check recording, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet again, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. Okay, now then, so this is where it's valuable to use your own pattern, because what I've done here is I've missed out the next step, which is along the side. So along the side we need to write that in each of the next chain spaces work 3 double crochet. So I've missed that out. So once we've done that along the side, then it says join with a slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain. So along the side we're going into the next chain space, and we're going to do 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1. There we are. And then the final instruction, join with a slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. So it's harder to see when you're using a dark thread, but there that's not gone in, that's gone into the gap. That's there. And that's only a single thread. Let's have a look. I might just have to come off camera for a minute just to... There we are. So we're going in there, just into that, and then slip stitch through and pull up a loop. And there we are. And then you can, then you can snip that off, pull it through, and there we are. And there's our next corner. Just shape it. It's looking quite Christmassy, isn't it, that one? And next page, and there it is, finished there. Okay, and then you sew in your ends. And we'll just do this one again, miss a stitch and just go back underneath the back loops of those stitches in the corner, pull that through. Don't pull it tight because you'll pucker up your work. Miss a stitch again, go through there, and then cut that off. As close as you can. And then with this one we'll do the same again. And we'll just go through these stitches here. I'll probably go back actually into the corner because I'm going to go over that corner and these stitches will be hidden. So we'll just go through there. I'll just go back again into the corner because that'll be well hidden then, won't it? So this stitch and end in the corner there. There we are. Don't pull it tight because you'll pucker up your work. And there's your next section. Now it depends how far you want to go and how big you want your square. So you can make another square. So this is the pattern. It says repeat round until your square is the size you want it to be. You can make squares and join them together, or you can keep going and make a blanket. So chain 3 to join your clusters in the corner spaces, and chain 1 to join your clusters on the sides. You can change colour every round. Remember to alternate your starting corners. And that's the end of the pattern. As you can see, I need to just add a couple of bits to it, but you can see that it's real. So you can start now with this next colour and make it as big as you want it to be. As you can see, we've hardly used any of the wool, the yarn rather, and so you'll be able to make a few of these squares. Now, put it down on the floor, didn't I? In here I've got a few examples, so you can keep going and make yourself a very large square like that one. There's your centre there. There's your centre there, and you can see I've used the same colour, and then I've changed colour there, then I've used the same colour there, then I've put a border on. Okay, so you can do that. You can change your colours as you please. So I've changed there after the first row, and then I've carried on for a few rounds, and I actually put this out on a demo page, so somebody's actually had a go at just, I mean, I didn't do this, somebody has put this on and this border on, and carried on with the crochet at a demo class. So there's that way. You can make, there we are, you can keep going and make, somebody's added that on as well. You can do that with the same colour and then add your colour on later, and a different colour on later. You can do 2 rounds and then put a border on. You can keep going in the same colour. You can, that's up to there, but all in the same colour. You can add them together and make yourself a bookmark with using a border. Here's some that I've made, and I thought there was another one of those. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I thought there were 3 of those. I've just put a border on those. Okay. And there's another one that I've done, which is like a bookmark. So there's lots of things you can do. Here is the very first crochet blanket I ever made, and I absolutely love it. It's actually made with trebles, not doubles, but it was my very first one, and I use it all the time, and I've just put a border on there. So there we are. Put that on the back of my chair. So there we are. Yeah, so whether you come along to my class and crochet 1-to-1, or whether you purchase the kit and work on your own, I hope you enjoy learning to crochet and all the different things you can do. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.